It's funny how things work in cycles, isn't it? For Longshore owners, Dot and Jared, they're hard work in some of the country's best restaurants, Momofuku and Automata, to name a couple, have culminated in a homecoming of sorts, a return to a place where a good chunk of their journey began to take shape. Only this time round, armed with those years of experience, they've managed to craft something that is completely their own. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit excited about this one. This is Beyond the Pass. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your history. So, you know, was it always going to be hospo as a career choice for you guys?
I was pretty not good at school, except for food technology, and the teacher said I should probably leave school and pursue that, which I more than happily did. Yeah. And then after that, I was like straight into it, hospo, and didn't stop.
That teacher nailed it.
She knew I couldn't do anything else, so that's it.
I actually want to be in fashion or a yoga teacher. But I just really like people, and I got pretty lucky with a lot of mentors and stuff, so I just kind of stayed in hospo, I guess. Yeah.
You guys have worked in some absolute bucket list venues. It's a crazy list. I'm super jealous. But also
don't be.
I'd never survive in those ones, I don't think. Was there a moment when you guys were working in those places where you looked around and it was kind of like a watershed moment where you were like, I think I can do this. I think I can go out on my own.
Probably working at Hearts Yard before we took over Hearts Yard. That, for me, that was my time when I was like, I think it's time to, you know, put ourselves into running our own place, because that's kind of the end goal that you want, I guess. Yeah.
I got really comfortable. The opportunity of Hearts Yard came up, and that was a situation where we felt uncomfortable again. So that was really, really fun. You
want to be comfortable, but you also want to be challenged. So.
Yeah,
definitely.
Was there any pressure living up to, I guess, the history or the past of these places when you came in to make them your own? Yeah,
definitely. We learnt taking over Hearts Yard how challenging it is to kind of break it into your own. So coming into here, we were a bit more comfortable being able to know exactly how to distinguish ourselves from the current place straight away.
With all that said, shall we jump into the kitchen? I can try and not embarrass myself.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, so Jared, this is intimidating as fuck.
Yeah.
What are we going to be making with this?
Yeah, just a little simple dish of coral trout. It's just been pan fried. XO butter, more XO on top, some native greens. It's more about showcasing the amazing fish.
Where do we start?
Just start filleting it.
Yeah? Good job we brought this fresh kiwi knife in.
Perfect for the job.
That's it.
Perfect for the job.
Make it look so much easier.
Once you do 500 of them, it starts to get easier.
So we got the fillet off. What's next?
Clean the fillet, we'll take the ribs off, pin bone it, and then we'll cut it into a nice portion, ready to start cooking then. Let's cook it.
Let's do it. Yeah. So we're going to pan fry this?
Pan fry, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it's nicely rested, you can do the honours of carving it, and then we'll put it together and then it's ready to be eaten.
Cool. We should taste it.
Yeah, I reckon we should.
Yeah, let's dig in.
I don't think you could have cooked that any better.
Exactly.
That's how it should taste.
Yeah.
Good.
That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
We're in Sydney. We've got the ocean. It's like right there, literally. Fish and chip shops are everywhere. They all kind of do the same thing. Why do you think more places aren't doing what you guys are doing with fish in respect to aging it, drying it out, that kind of stuff, treating it the way you guys do? Is it like a lack of creativity? Is it a lack of inspiration? Is it laziness even?
Well, I think first of all, like the seafood, it has like a shorter shelf life, and then in order for you to store it correctly, to dry age it correctly, you also need a lot of storage, you need a lot of skills behind it. So I think perhaps that's why if you just stick with the basic, you can just get away with it like a lot easier. Yeah.
Just quietly. Who do you reckon's the best cook between you two?
It doesn't need to be quiet, it has to be Jared. Yeah.
It's got to be Jared, not
yes,
quietly.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You'll take it?
I'll take that.
Great, great, modest.
Never won anything, but there you go.
I love snacks. You guys have a nice little snack angle to your menu, like the snack flight. Tell me how that came about.
I just really like to go out and snack, and I never want to just dine at one restaurant if I have time. And I realized that I have to commit fully to a lot of things, and I get full really easily. So I ended up only can visit 2 places max, but I also want to jump in different like bar hop, restaurant hops, that kind of thing. So the idea originally started out as that, and that's why we want like a snack menu just so people can come in after work and then just maybe before another dinner kind of thing.
So another major part of Longshore is sustainability. Like, what do you guys do to ensure that you operate sustainably? And what can like we as consumers and diners do to make sure that not only just with Longshore, but going forward as like a dining scene can do in respect to being sustainable?
I think there's so many different things we can do to be sustainable. We run on minimal waste with our menus, not throw anything in the bin. Like you see the XO, we use all the offcuts and leftover seafood for that. And any leftover like fruit or vegetables we give to the bar and they go into our cocktails.
Every single thing is used.
Yeah, as customers, when you go as well to purchase things to cook at home, looking for Australian products that have actually been sustainably sourced is a small thing you can do, where you go and you see like the seafood is like MSA sustainable seafood, and buying from smaller Australian suppliers that have those practices in place.
Well guys, thank you so much for having me. It was an amazing experience. Fish was incredible. It was cooked really well, I think. This place it up even better. It was cool.
No worries, anytime.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next time I'll try and stay that side of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll put a line here.
Be best.
Yeah.